Choosing the right KPIs will help your paycheck increase in size. Here's how a lesson from FEMA and Waffle House can help. What's up everyone? Aaron Lympany here with Aaron Lympany Design, and as promised, we're talking about choosing KPIs today. So what does selecting metrics have to do with presentation design? It's simple. Form follows function. You can't design a presentation until you know exactly what you're going to say. And if you want your presentation to be any good, your content better be good too. Design can't fix bad copy. Okay, got it. Now, why does choosing the right KPIs matter? It really depends on whether you're a business owner, executive, or employee. As a business owner, the right KPIs help you immediately understand the health of your business at any given time. But you're not going to need to present them unless you're seeking investors. As an executive, you too need to know about the business's health, but you also need your KPIs to show the owner or owners that your plans are working and that you're paying attention. As the employee, however, your KPIs are less focused on the overall organization. Instead, your real motivation is presenting a clear picture of success to your boss so that you can ultimately get promoted. You'll get a few other benefits from the right KPIs too, though. First, you'll be able to accurately measure your own progress. Next, you'll be able to pick out patterns to predict upcoming opportunities or challenges, and they'll help you identify the truly critical parts of your job and what isn't necessary. And since what gets measured gets improved, they'll help you do your job better, if you care about that sort of thing. If you lead a team, it's important to choose KPIs collaboratively so that all your team members can buy in. They'll be much more dedicated to improving such metrics. KPIs can be for individual projects and campaigns, or they can be the weekly or monthly metrics that you're constantly tracking. In both cases, the fewer KPIs, the better, as long as you've chosen the right ones. Ideally, you'd track just one metric that accurately reflected the success or failure of your efforts. You want something like the Waffle House Index. Though FEMA now uses an array of sophisticated measurements to determine how severely specific communities have been affected by storms, they once used a far simpler metric, the famous Waffle House Index. Here's how that works. Since Waffle House is a 24-hour restaurant, its status in an area can be used as a pretty good barometer. Essentially, if Waffle House is open and operating normally, the community is faring just fine. That's status green. If it's open but serving a limited menu, that's yellow. If Waffle House is closed, that's red, and the community probably needs help. FEMA's more advanced metrics also require a large team to measure. When it's just you tracking your KPIs, having an indicator like the Waffle House Index gives you data that's plenty accurate and easy to measure. Here's how to apply this principle to your own KPIs. First, identify what's critical to measure. In FEMA's case, they're interested in measuring the severity of storm impacts in various areas so they know where to deploy disaster response resources. As an employee in corporate America, you want to identify the parts of your work that most directly tie into revenue and profit. If you can correlate your job to the bottom line, it's much easier to make a case for why you deserve a raise and a promotion. If you're in sales and marketing, this is typically a pretty straightforward correlation. If you're in another area of the organization, however, like HR, communications, or IT, things start to get a little more vague. In these cases, your KPI might be something like turnover rate, media placements, or critical systems uptime, respectively. While in these cases you can't necessarily show the exact impact you're having on revenue, you can make a clear, logical case that you are having an effect. Once you've identified your clearest connection to the money, choose the right target. Just remember SMARTER. Specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, time-bound, explainable, relative. We won't go too deep into what each of these mean in this video, but in short, your KPI needs to be easy to communicate, realistic, and clear. Improve the efficiency of our fulfillment system is not a good KPI. Reduce fulfillment overhead by 7% by the end of quarter 3, however, is absolutely a smarter goal, and it's profit adjacent. If it's your job to oversee fulfillment, congratulations! This is your one metric to track until the end of quarter 3. You've identified your Waffle House Index, a single indicator that clearly shows success or failure. And that means you now have a barometer for determining whether something is worth your time at work. Just ask this simple question. Will this action affect my ability to reduce fulfillment overhead by 7% by the end of quarter 3? If the answer is no, that action isn't important and you probably shouldn't do it. There are lots of other factors to consider when choosing KPIs, such as whether you need lagging or leading indicators, when it's useful to have both quantitative and qualitative metrics, how to use historical data to identify trends, and much more. But we'll cover those in more detail in future videos. For now, these are the important parts of choosing great KPIs. Fewer is better, relate to revenue, and think smarter. Thanks for watching, and if you found this video helpful, please share it with someone who thinks smarter or who loves Waffle House. And remember, keep them simple, keep them useful. Hey, if you missed my video on giving better KPI presentations, you can watch it at the link on your screen now. And as always, if you'd like to see what the right presentations can do for your career, leave a comment or send me an email at my contact info in the description. Now go enjoy a waffle.